50-50 balls, don't need it.
Montbégu, the firefighter in Toulouse, looking to get some fire, and one that she doesn't have to bless in this French side. Arbès now getting the runners involved. Joanna Griset comes off of her wing. Joanna Griset accelerates into contact and accelerates over the try line. Joanna Griset opens the scoring for the French here at Sandy Park.
Well, you can feel that it just lifted the tempo, this French outfit physically. And off the back of that, they found some confidence. Look at this. Backdoor, had another player backdoor. And that's what creates the overlap. She's worked from the right-hand side, Joanna Griset, and she absolutely...
Slow ball for the French. Don't mind it, though. They've been fronting up and beating the Italians physically, and then now they have penalty advantage. Less than 2 meters to go for the French. Arbès, Kafoui, and Kafoui's not going to be stopped from there. Assia Kafoui goes in for France's second, but first in the second half. Ball has to come. Falraklou, she's got long levers, not able to get there. Charlotte Escudero, is she going to get it? Yes, she is. Or has she? Yes, she has.
Advantage standing up.
Held at the back by Marie Morland. Gets the flick away to Chambon, back onto the inside, and offload sticking for the French. Gabi Vernier, the MasterCard player of the match, but they've got so much space on the outside. Emily Boulard is going to straighten. Emily Boulard is back, and she's scoring tries.
Sit.
For next week's match against the Springbok women. Oh, there's a good shove on coming from the Brazilians, but it's just turned, which has opened some space for Bourdon Sansus to kick a stab through for Kelly Arbey, and Kelly Arbey clocks 31 kilometers per hour in open space, but she's going to add another try to her name.
Well, the winger's going to get the score, but geez, it was done all up front. Look at this rugby IQ from the number 8, Morland. The timing of the pick, it gives it up to Sun Tzu. The ability to kick that under pressure, and then the chase was brilliant from Kelly Arbey. Lot to like. Look at that, the passing, the kick, and then the chase for winger, go get you a try.
You know, she describes herself as a pretty...
Sit.
Bourdon Sansus on the feed, and that's an incredibly stable scrum from both of these sides. Conde picking, rather Keroy picking up around the bootlaces, and Pauline Bourdon Sansus on the wraparound, creating those extra numbers. Emily Boulard pins the ears back, the chicken wing back onto the inside to her captain, Marine Ménager. And Marine Ménager adds her name to the long list of try scorers today.
Oh, it's French poetry in motion at the moment. It's just nice to watch. What I like watching is ball into space, players in motion. Giving the ball pre-contact before the line. Sun Tzu gave a shocking pass to Kiwa, who does well. And then Sun Tzu does the hard work, wraps around. She's got it easily gone herself, decides to give it to Boulan, who backed herself. And then there, looks for the angle, sees her skipper, left-hand fend. Doesn't get much better than that.
To sell out here today at Sandy Park, and this is the French flair that people have turned up for. They had the Black Ferns first, but this is the je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Adding the cherry on top.
Going into the
On this Brazilian side, some belief. Oh. Hunted at breakdown time. Now the cut back onto the inside from Larissa Cavallo. Silva. Silva looks for some space, darts, almost found herself isolated at breakdown time. Does just enough. Marie Morland trying to be a pace at the bottom of that breakdown. Has that been stolen?
Let it go.
Has been stolen, so France have ball in hand again, and that's a brilliant line run by Lina Thuy. Lina Thuy also gets on the scoreboard for the French, and that's try number 13.
Well, you see from that turnover, because offensively they've stacked the right-hand side, Brazil, they were left short on the opposite.
On the inside, good from the French attack. Kylian Mbappé almost leaving that one behind, flicks it up. All still backwards for France. Now they look to exploit some space. Nasira Condé back onto the inside. Kylian Mbappé with the support line of dreams. And Kylian Mbappé gets try 14 for France.
She's been heavily involved today, Arbe. She's done a lot of work, a lot of the work that is the heavy lifting, keeping ball in play, being set up. She's come off with wing. She's given it to the outsides, but it's been a real feature as their support play today for this French outfit.
She's topped the carry stats in the back line. She's actually training in real estate back home in France, and she's been desperate to buy a bit more property over that try line, so she'll be happy now that she's got her second, I think.
At the angle between Ruiz and Zulu. Could there be an opportunity there for her? So she's lurking, isn't she, the number 14, Joanna Grise. France start to inch forward, still controlled in the back. They've got the advantage. Escudero pops it out for Bourdon Sansu, and Vernier punches through the hole. As she does so often, Gabrielle Vernier, to get France's second try. They're such a rangy player, but also so strong. Gewa across the face for Leah Champon, who's looked increasingly assured at this level of rugby, just her 11th test. Gewa once more. Vernier pumps the ball this time for Bertamieu on the edge, gets Yakisilia in full force as she wriggles her way out, does the South African winger, then they concede the penalty. Wasn't happy with how she rolled away. There goes Bourdon Sansus again, jinking and weaving her way through traffic. South Africa backpedaling as France come to clear it. Lefanu, all the new players on that. Ikayedje. And now pick and go. And Eldi just powering to the line, skipping out of tackles and cantering over for another one. Eldi.
Well, it all started with Bourdon Sansus again. The quick tap, just wanting to keep the tempo in this game. Not giving South Africa a chance to reset. Then right on the shoulders in support. You see everyone's alive around it. Making sure they can secure this ruck. Be able to clear away. Thank you very much. Initial runner, and then just watching DA. He's just smart, has a little look up, recognises there's a space right in front of her, and has the power to finish and skip out the tackle.
Ruiz will run sideways for days, but it's hard to get past Vernier in that position. Escudero had a go, ball bobbles around. Hints of a knock on both ways there, but it's play on. South Africa, though, have lost 55 metres and have to regroup again. Webb and Guevu working in a narrow channel, and it takes some metres up the middle. Conde coming through, and she's stolen it too. Just managed to keep her feet. Again, they look to turn defence into attack. There's a lot of space for Joanna Grise, trying to streak away around the outside. Joanna Grise has been brilliant on the edge for France and is rewarded with a second try of the match.
There's such good reaction. I think it was Akemba that managed to get the turnover. And then just the quick transition. Here it is, the turnover, gets onto the ball. Loses her feet, but referee allows...
Set!
Go up. Now Vernier, through the hands they go. Chambon, oh, it is slick from set piece. Strike move. Alexandre Chambon, that might be the pick of the lot for France. Absolute excellence. set move, strike move off first phase.
Yeah, it was so good. Through the hands. We've seen France make this play before.
Bourgeois gets a good strike on it, distance and direction for Morgan Bourgeois. Adjusts and adds some excitement and adds some flair. Riley, was that obstruction?
No hands!
Did Jagang change her line?
Push back, Blue!
The referee happy that didn't have any fault in what happened there. Corey fell in, that's from the side. Bigot stolen. Good, and they've got the full open width to play with. Only Emilie Costigan is there, calling, and it's a foot race. Grisey versus Costigan. Grisey still going. Grisey, with the slightest of changes of direction, has run more than 70 meters to score the second for France. Filiu goes right, well aware the England wall. Bourdon Sansus takes her time and the offloads are good, and Nasira Condé is going to get over. They sucked in the defence, they needed the points and they get it through Condé. Bourdon Sansus goes to the back to Lina Thuy. Thuy decides to straighten this up. They've lost some meters, have the French. Riffanou, Bourdon Sansus today. 8 minutes left for France to try and get themselves into their very first Women's Rugby World Cup final. Advantage now for France. Looking for her options. Escudero comes around, straightening, releasing. On the outside is Condé. Nasiri Condé's got two, but they want to go quickly.
Well, they need to. The two scores adrift of England.
Jahan has done well to find a jumper in Leah Champon. Chains just for Maka this time. Gabby Vernier, now the passes are starting to stick for the French. Boulard gets involved. Joanna Grisey out with injury last week. Gets the flick back onto the inside for Marine Ménager. Pauline Bourdon-Sansus, the nippy, the electric Pauline Bourdon-Sansus will open the scoring for France.
And just like that, France strike, and they strike lethally as well. Look at Pauline Bourdon-Sansus. She's the one who's going to be inside. Look at the line.
As one of those players that can create something with the amount of pace that she has. Puts it onto the boot and chases her own kick on the inside. She has Pauline Bourdon-Sansus, but Renee Holmes has done really well under a lot of pressure. Calling her players in. Rahey, the man, answers that call, kicks it back towards Lina Thuy. Nicknamed Thuy. Thuy wants to two-step and gets around the defenders. Lina Thuy still going back onto the inside to Pauline Bourdon-Sansus. Farah Clou. Marine Ménager with the wide pass out to Leah Champon, who gets around Caitlin Varakolo, and Leah Champon is going to stretch and get over. And France finally get their second on the board.
Leah Champon has been amongst all that dark stuff that you don't like being the number 7. She's been tireless.
Teresa Setefano.
In, please. Set. Well done.
Bigu. Escudero. Chambon. Vernier, who's got one try to her name, tries to release. And releases very late. Morland.
Knock on in the tackle by 22 Black. Knock on
in the tackle by Teresa Setefano, who's just made her way onto the park. And Emily Boulard is going to see green grass of hope, but has she been held up? She puts it down between her legs. Does Emily Boulard? And that's the third in the row for France.
Boy, everyone's trying to figure out how that happened. Let's have a look-see here, a lot of them to unpack. The caught short defence by New Zealand. There's the...
Johan's done well to find a jumper in Leah Champon. Chains just for Maka this time. Gabby Vernier now. The passes are starting to stick for the French. Boulard gets involved. Joanna Grisset out with injury last week. Gets the flick back onto the inside for Marine Ménager. Pauline Bourdon-Sansus, the nippy, the electric Pauline Bourdon-Sansus will open the scoring for France.
And just like that, France strike, and they strike lethally as well. Look at Pauline Bourdon-Sansus. She's the one that's going to be inside. Look at the lines that she takes on the in ball. The number of French players that support, absolutely brilliant. Doesn't go to hand there, but is such an aware player there.